I'm dying. I don't know.
Crikey. No. Nathan.
I would just like to know that they're suffering.
You're going to kill everyone with your disease.
Sushi jackknife. 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 Yeah.
I know exactly how professional you are.
Yeah, very.
As I pour myself more peppermint schnapps.
You're behaving like an old Jewish woman in Boca Raton who can't quite kick that nasty drinking habit.
You're behaving like it isn't fucking Christmas. Just about.
What?
Okay?
Peppermint schnapps.
Yeah, it's Christmassy. Get over it.
You know what else is Christmassy?
It's my life.
Just pine trees, but I don't ingest them.
You could.
I don't want to.
I'm sure somewhere in the hipster caverns of Nashville, someone has a pine tree cocktail.
That's disgusting.
Someone probably has a pine sol cocktail. Think about it.
This is all very upsetting to me.
You know they do.
I don't. Even the label on your drink here.
Yeah, I know.
Does not.
I know. It's
does not promote that this is going to be good.
Well, for those who don't know, this is bottom shelf. It's De Kuyper. I think that's how you say it.
Mm-hmm.
It's in a plastic bottle, which you know is never a good sign.
That's
for
the
booze.
sign of quality.
Pretty sure alcohol dissolves plastic eventually.
It ages better in plastic, is what I've heard.
It's like a Coke.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
and the glass on the label is filled with candy canes, which is kind of like what I'm drinking right now.
Yeah,
just a mouthful of liquid candy canes.
Essentially, what you have there is mouthwash that they didn't add the food coloring in on. That's what it is. It's just not dyed mouthwash. My first drink ever in my life was De Kuyper peach schnapps.
Peach schnapps is terrible.
Well, schnapps is terrible.
Well, yeah.
You're an awful person if you love schnapps.
I don't love schnapps. I'm just having schnapps. Okay? It's not a relationship I'm proud of.
I'm just saying that in the time that we've done this podcast, I've seen you devolve from bourbon and whiskey.
Yeah.
Not top shelf, but like middle shelf.
Mid-grade, sure. Yeah.
To like slightly cheaper gin.
Yeah. I've also had expensive gin.
Okay, but we're going to go with the slightly cheaper gin for this. To plastic bottle schnapps.
Yeah.
I think we're 4 episodes away from malt liquor. 4 episodes.
It'll never get that bad.
I'm gonna come in and you're gonna have Old English just lined up in front of you.
I'm gonna draw a line in the sand right now and say that is not going to happen. Okay, it's not going to happen. The listeners of this show know me and know me well. They know the heights of embarrassment I'll go to, but I'm not going down the Old English road. Cobra, potentially.
Well, that's the next stepping stone to Old English.
Never going there.
You'll get to Old English.
Drawing the line.
No line. There's no line. You know what happens after Old English?
I don't want to know.
You're drinking actual mouthwash.
Not even Listerine.
Yeah,
like
it's
Equate.
Yeah,
remember when Walmart?
It's Sam's Club mouthwash.
Oh God, it comes in it comes in a bladder. It has a hose. This is how far I've slid, and maybe this is indicative of the god awful week I've had. This is what I was drinking but a few days ago. It's a beer. It's a nice beer. It's a very nice beer. What's it called, Nathan?
It would be the Dark Horse.
Yeah, Dark Horse Brewing.
Scary Jesus Rockstar.
Yeah. Yeah. And what does that label look like?
Apricot chamomile?
Better than you would think. Better. It wasn't fruity. It was so bitter that the fruit was just a note.
All that does is tack on to my behaving like an elderly Jewish woman in Boca Raton. Oh, the apricot chamomile's very nice. It's very nice.
It's apparently a collaboration with someone named Chef Cletus Friedman. I don't know if that's a real person or just some horrible, horrible nightmare. This is from Marshall. What state is MI? Michigan?
Yes.
Oh, God. Well, I'm proud of them that they even produced a product.
Actually, Michigan has a lot of beer.
Does it? I bet it does.
Yeah, because they have nothing else to do there but drink.
Well,
That's all that's left in Michigan.
I figured that most of Michigan was drinking and like crank.
And listening to Kid Rock. There's a lot of Kid Rock, Insane Clown Posse, and beer.
Oof. I don't know if we're going to end up doing a Christmas episode this year. Do you think we will?
I don't know. You're the one downing peppermint.
Pushing it. Well, I thought that, in the event that we don't really have... Last year we had a huge Christmas special, right? Mm-hmm. I say huge, but it was actually a relatively short episode.
We had a moderately sized Christmas.
Yeah, but
we had a Christmas special.
We had a Christmas special, but it contained a lot of Christmas content.
Pause.
Yeah.
Welcome to Sushi Jackknife.
Oh, yeah. Hi, everybody. It's been a minute. Just scheduling and turkey and,
And just crap happening.
Fevers.
Life has been a big trip.
Has life been taking a shit on you, too?
Oh, man.
Dude, me
so
as
I've
well.
been sick.
Yeah.
Got in another car wreck.
You did?
Yeah, I got hit by another car.
No shit.
Yeah.
Which car were you driving?
New one.
Of course. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Wow. Here's to that.
It's a good time.
Here's to you didn't die.
They for the second time out of 4 times I've been hit by people not paying attention, left the scene of the accident.
Crikey. No. Nathan.
But we had a picture of their license plate.
Oh, good. Okay.
So I got someone arrested.
Hey,
which is fun.
That's an
That's
achievement.
fun. That's a good time.
Good job.
Yeah.
Yeah. Government works.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's a hoot.
So those are the 2 things that happened to you?
Yeah, I've been sick. Kid's been sick.
Oh, Oliver's been
Wife
sick?
is sick.
Oh, no.
Everyone's sick.
I didn't know everyone was sick.
Yeah.
Is your boy okay?
No, we lost him.
Fuck you.
I mean, he didn't die. We just don't know where he's at.
Your infant
We
child...
misplaced the kid.
Your infant child grew legs and walked off. I mean, he has legs, but...
We just don't know. We laid him down somewhere and... I don't know.
Maybe you were shopping.
He's probably under something in the back room. I don't know. I keep hearing noises, but I'm tired.
Can't quite locate where they're coming from.
Tired.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
I stayed home yesterday from work.
Yeah.
And legitimately, I slept 16 hours.
Whoa, you are sick.
Yeah.
Oh my, what is wrong with you?
I'm dying. I don't know.
Well, it's probably cancer. This is going all the way back to Thanksgiving. We haven't talked to the people since Thanksgiving. I could not travel on Thanksgiving because I was running a fever of 102. I came home from work the day before Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. I felt fine most of the day. Started to feel weird towards the end. On the drive home, started to feel bad. We got in the car together to go pick up our son. Felt terrible. Got home. Didn't take my temperature until 9 o'clock, and I was running 102.2. And Jen was like, "You're not going to Georgia. Like, you're not going to Thanksgiving. You're going to kill everyone with your disease." So
That's fair.
Yeah. So I stayed home. The fever spiked again the next day, like while I was watching Evil Dead 2,
That's why you shouldn't watch that. You should find something better to watch.
I like Evil Dead 2. It's fun.
It causes you to have a fever.
Have you seen Evil Dead 2?
Oh, no, I only watch good things.
No. You're such a dick. So it spiked again. And I mean, I was in bed all day on Thanksgiving. I ate like 3 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. That was my Thanksgiving meal this year. It was so fucking depressing. I was so depressed. The only thing that made it livable was, besides Evil Dead 2, I watched, there's a new, you're going to make fun of me, but I don't care. There's a new series of Voltron, which was like my favorite cartoon when I was a child.
I don't know enough to make fun of you for Voltron. So
Giant space robot fights monsters.
So you don't have to give me information for me to make fun of you. You can just let my lack of knowledge.
I don't have to, but I am.
Okay.
It's fine. I mean, it's not just you I'm talking to here. So I watched the whole thing of Voltron, which is phenomenal.
How many episodes?
11? The first one's like movie length, though. It's like an hour and 15, hour and a half.
See, you also didn't need to volunteer that
It was
information.
great though. It's great. I mean, like I'm so nostalgic for this. Like,
So you burned through like 8 hours of Voltron.
I mean, not all that day. I finished it that day. I started it previous days, but yeah, no, it was wonderful.
It's a lot of Voltron.
It was a lot, but it's a great show. I mean, that's probably the show more than anything. Like Ninja Turtles was huge when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Right? Huge. Power Rangers, I was a little older. Still huge. But like Voltron was a thing I didn't know when it came on. I would just catch it here and there. And like that's the show that I'm most nostalgic for.
Yeah, never watched it.
Well, you missed out. You missed out. Your imagination missed out. Anyway, it was great. I watched that. I watched Evil Dead 2. I watched Mordecai again. I watched the new Star Trek movie, which was pretty good.
You watched Mordecai again?
I like that movie, dude.
You are
I like that
legitimately
movie.
the only person on the planet who can say, I watched Mordecai again.
Do you know how many times I've seen it?
How many times? Do you know how many times Johnny Depp has seen Mordecai?
Not
Zero.
even-
He
not
probably
even
hasn't
one.
even watched it once.
Right.
I doubt he cares.
I enjoy that character. So I mean, I've read 3 of the novels now. That the character that movie is based
That
on.
movie was such a flop.
It was a flop, but it wasn't bad. Like it flopped, but it's not a bad movie.
It didn't get good reviews.
The critics don't know everything.
I mean, no,
don't
but they
know
are
everything.
paid to
Yeah, but
critique.
yeah, well, I mean, yeah, by definition, I suppose.
Yeah.
but yeah. What else? I watched one other thing. Oh, I watched Yoga Hosers, the new Kevin Smith movie.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I didn't love it. I hate to say that, but I didn't love it. Yeah, I liked it. It was interesting. It was kind of fun.
Haven't
but
watched it.
I didn't love it. You won't. Johnny Depp is also in that.
I won't watch it.
You probably won't. Will you?
I will probably forget it
Yeah,
exists.
yeah.
I mean, if I see it on, I'll watch it.
Johnny-
I watch Kevin Smith movies.
I like Kevin Smith a lot. Johnny Depp is also in that movie,
Yeah.
reprising his role as Guy Lapointe from Tusk.
See, I haven't watched Tusk.
Tusk is good if you like creepy shit. I mean, it bothered me. It bothered me.
Yeah, but everything bothers you.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, there's some. It was a well done movie. There's some creepy shit in there. I mean,
I'm
that
sure
was the
if
point.
Kevin Smith were listening to this, he'd feel really happy that you're saying it was a really well done movie in a tone that makes it sound like you were surprised by it.
No,
Like it was a well done movie.
I think the reason that I'm saying it like that is because a lot of people, put that movie down pretty quickly. So that's why. Anyway, oh yeah, it didn't do well either.
I mean, I didn't know whether it did well or not. I just assumed it had a budget of like $8. So if one person bought a ticket, they're like, yeah, profit.
Yeah. Hey, the
we made
scales
it.
have tipped. No, I mean my favorite Kevin Smith movie is probably still Dogma. I always like Dogma a lot, and I like Chasing Amy a lot. Those are, I mean, everyone loves Clerks. I've never been super attracted to it. I get it, but I've never been super attracted
Clerks
to it.
was
over his others.
a timing thing.
It was a time. Yeah,
If
sure.
that had come
yeah.
out 5 years later, no one cares.
Probably.
But it was the first thing of its kind to get attention.
True. And I'm glad it did because
Yeah.
I think he's a great guy.
Well, and without Clerks, you don't have any of the Judd Apatow movies, or Seth Rogen has no career.
Very much. Yeah.
Seth Rogen
Yes.
is just a middling character actor.
Wait, so you're saying it's different than now?
He's not a character actor now.
No, he's
the lead
he's
man,
a leading man
in his own movies
You're
all
right.
the time.
You're
It's
right.
bizarre.
Anyways, that's what I did on Thanksgiving.
Cool.
Did you make it to Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Good.
Oh, no one was sick at Thanksgiving.
So the sickness
We were
is
just the house was full.
your house?
Yeah.
Oh, they came to your house this
Yeah,
year.
the in-laws were here.
Oh God.
It was a blast.
From the past?
I loved every second of it.
I was glad, I was glad for myself that I did not have to go to Thanksgiving because I knew there would be a lot of, hands patting each other on the back about Trump this year, and I think my mind gave me this fever and kept me at home because I was legitimately going to lose my shit this year on some people. Like I was going, and I didn't even account for all the people that were going to be there that would be dicks about it.
Yeah.
But like, so I'm glad that I couldn't go because I would have fucking lost it this year. I really would have embarrassed myself.
I had a difficult time. Not arguing with people. I didn't argue with anyone.
Good for you.
But not making sarcastic comments about Trump. A few happened, and the in-laws that were around just kind of went.
Oh, they were. Oh, you forced them to do the polite laugh.
Yeah.
Oh, good
Yeah,
for
I flipped
you.
it.
You flipped the script,
Yeah,
man.
Good
job. That's what this generation's all about, bro.
Mostly making comments about how it was really great that Donald Trump had gotten Washington outsider Newt Gingrich involved and people like that.
His cabinet is just full of diversity. You know, people that appreciate diversity, people that
there's he got the one white guy.
Yeah.
And then the other white guy.
Yeah.
There was a white lady.
I know.
And then there's like a few more white guys.
Yeah.
But
it's kind of awesome.
For Secretary of State.
Yeah.
He's looking at Mitt Romney, who is the whitest guy. So
Right.
I mean, that kind of throws things out of balance.
What a crackerjack year. If you need to feel better about this year at all, I did catch John Oliver's salute to 2016, which was pretty amazing.
Yeah,
he just had
John Oliver
Did you hear that?
Oh no,
he just had a bunch of people go on and be fuck you for 2016, and then at the end he blew up a giant thing that said 2016. It was fucking. It was great. It was the best thing I've seen all year. Subsequently, following Thanksgiving, I had like a normal week, and then Jim was out of town, and that week is the week that the gods decided to shit on me. So
literally,
yeah,
or metaphorically?
Not metaphorically. So she leaves Monday. I'm on my way to work. What?
Did you have to think about whether there was literal or metaphorical shit?
I mean, Hermes has pretty loose stool most of the time. Sometimes just, he's always flying here and there and everywhere, and sometimes it hits a person. I mean, it happens.
Been there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Monday morning, she's about to leave. She calls me. I'm on my way to work. And she's like, there's a weird smell in the house. It's coming from the basement. I think it's coming from the water heater. Okay. I'm like, hang on, I'm coming back. So I came back. The water heater, it took the whole week to resolve this. But this is like a PSA. If you have an electric water heater, a Rheem, a 50-gallon with a little computer control screen deal on it, watch your shit because mine almost caught on fire. Like the control panel, the water heater itself was fine, but the control panel like burned up inside. The wires melted together, and it was like black, and there was all kinds of horrible.
What makes that happen?
I don't know, Nathan. I don't know. Thank God it was under warranty. Got it fixed. Now there's a new one without a control panel, sans control panel, providing hot water to my house. But I didn't have hot water all week.
You know what that goes to show you?
Computers are bullshit?
That I was going to say technology is bupkis, but yeah, that is the same
sentiment.
Theme.
Yeah. So that happened. She gets back. It was a bit of a rough week being solo parent. I love my son, but every 3-year-old loses their mind from time to time. They're 3. That's what they do. So she gets back, and the day after she gets back, my car dies. I'm in the parking lot. No surprise here, guys, of a liquor store, and.
Is this where the peppermint schnapps came in?
No, this is actually an earlier purchase because we put this in hot chocolate when we decorate the tree.
What's better than that?
What's that?
Just like hot chocolate.
It's good together.
Just normal hot chocolate.
Well, but so it dies. It won't jump. Have to get it towed to a shop near here. Of course, the shop that I prefer, a really good shop, Automotive Solutions here in town. Great guys. Doesn't open till Monday. So this happens on Friday evening. So carless until Tuesday. We also have had a mouse in our house eating leftover dog food.
Okay.
What else happened?
What was wrong with the car?
Oh, okay. So
We need a conclusion.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. I didn't provide
You have to wrap up the story.
So it had a weird electrical issue, for one. I went to start it after I left the liquor store, turned it on, and all the gauges freaked out. Like I've never seen before. The miles per hour, the RPM
Like
were
they jumped way up?
going back and forth,
Okay.
like that. And then it stopped, and then like the power took a second to come back on, but it came back on. They said they didn't know what happened, but a new battery fixed the problem. It also had been running a little hot for a while. Turned out it needed a new radiator. So that was an investment, but it's all good. We're back. It also had a nail in the tire the other day. Still dealing with that issue. But yeah.
But wait, you're still dealing with
I pulled the nail out, I patched the tire,
Yeah.
and it's got a slow leak now.
You should probably just
I'm going to get a new tire.
go get a new tire.
I have to.
It doesn't take that long.
I know.
You just drive in, you go, hey, give me a new tire. They go,
All right.
well, do you want 4? And you go,
No.
hey, shut up. Give me a new tire.
I just need the one. So that's why we haven't recorded, I think. All of these factors.
Things, yeah.
Yeah.
Things.
Things.
6.
Life.
We got the 6 everywhere.
We've all been 6.
The cars getting hits.
They're 6 too, and you got hits.
Yeah.
Who hit you? What kind of car was it that hit you?
Vehicle.
Yeah.
Honda. It was a dark Honda.
You sure it wasn't me?
I am very sure. It was an early model dark Honda. 3 men inside of it. One of them. This was my favorite part. Okay, so let me paint the picture for you. I'm out in Hermitage, Tennessee.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, a suburb to the Nashville area.
Yeah.
Visiting my parents. We are on our way home. I am at a light. There is a stoplight. It's red. I stop. Green light goes. Green turn signal. I start going left.
Okay.
While I am going left on my green turn signal, the car in this left turn lane to my left goes, I'd like to make a U-turn now. So they make an illegal U-turn on red.
Right.
Slam into my side.
Oof.
Okay.
Driver's side?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, it's enough to damage both doors. The car is still drivable, but it's annoying.
Absolutely,
So-
it's annoying.
I get hit. I get out. The passenger of the car, not the driver, the passenger gets out and goes, watch where you're going. And I go, watch where I'm going. I had a green light. Watch where you're going. And then they drive off. But a guy had seen the whole thing, and he took a picture of the license plate.
Okay.
And he's like, hey, so I saw what they did. That's not good. So this nice gentleman from Birmingham, instead of going home to Birmingham, stood there and waited an hour for the police because Nashville police are super responsive.
You can never say anything bad about Alabama ever again.
No, I can. I just have to always say minus 2 people. There were 2 people in the car.
I mean, Birmingham is like a cool town, though.
Well, I mean,
I like Birmingham.
Birmingham is a garbage dump minus 2 people. 2 people are okay.
At least you didn't say it was a garbage dump on fire. You could have gone that far.
No, the rest of Alabama. I have to put Birmingham slightly above everywhere else in Alabama.
Yeah. Yeah, you should. You should.
So it's just a dump. Everything else is a dump on fire.
Goodbye, Alabama listeners.
Oh, if there are any Alabama listeners left, I would be very surprised.
What are you saying, David?
I am saying I have insulted every Alabama listener, and we have gone on far too many Trump diatribes to hang on to any of them.
We sure have. We sure have. We sure have.
Anyway, so my week has been full of me calling my insurance and my insurance calling their insurance, and their insurance saying they don't have insurance, and my insurance calling me back to tell me that, and then I had a nice call from a sergeant saying, hey, so blah, 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 what happened? And I tell him, and then he arrests the guy, and then they did have insurance, but not with the company before. So now I'm dealing with the second insurance company.
Gotcha.
I just want my car fixed.
Yeah, dude.
That's all I want.
You just want to get your car fixed, yeah.
I don't even care.
You don't need restitution.
No. Although it does make me feel happy to know someone got in trouble.
Yeah.
It made me pleased as punch. And I hope their car isn't drivable anymore.
Oh, look at you with your ire.
I mean, I would just like to know that they're suffering immensely for what they did. It's not like I'm not bitter. I just want terrible, terrible things to happen to them for the rest of their life.
Maybe like their eyes. Mm-hmm. You want bad things in their eyes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If they can have sharp stabbing pains throughout their entire body, fine. I don't ask for a lot.
I got a guy I can talk to. I got a guy. You're going to need a lock of their hair. Can you get that?
No, I'd have to talk to them for that.
Point. Well, since it is the holiday season and since I'm unsure if we're going to actually have a Christmas episode or not, this was on my fridge this afternoon on the back of one of our flyers. We have flyers, you guys, that I at one time put up around town here. It says, Sushi Jackknife, hear the askew, chuckling voice of South Nashville. Listen to the Sushi Jackknife podcast. Available on iTunes, Stitcher, and Podbean.
And other places.
Yeah. Happy days to all and buttermilk evenings. Those were our flyers. The representation here is of the Manger scene via stickers, okay, that my son affixed to this piece of paper this afternoon. And I thought it was interesting. And I'm going to let you have a look and see if you can interpret this at all. What a 3-year-old thinks of Christmas.
All right. Well, for starters, I can't help but notice that to the left of the manger, there is a cow with its face directly up a camel's butt.
That's where I was going to go. I'm so glad you went there.
Also, apparently to the right, based on the slope of the wise men, it was a very hilly region.
No, well, see, that's because the wise men were from the east and they knew about math. Mm-hmm. And so they knew that they could do an exponential slope.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now, up above the manger, you see the star.
Uh-huh.
But there's also, and I don't know if you remember this part in Scripture.
Probably not.
Where it talks about the wise men seeing the star and donkey in the sky.
Right.
There is also a donkey near the star above the manger.
You notice the star is upside down?
Yes. It's shining down.
Oh, so the star is correct. Yeah, it's shooting its rays. It's heavenly rays.
Here! Go here!
This is the sun.
Yeah. And, of course, directly above baby Jesus are 2 sheep. Why they are there, I do not know.
Floating midair.
Yeah.
Right? And they're actually covering... They look as if they're smothering.
Really,
baby
this picture... it looks like what the manger scene would look like in Zero Gravity. It's just like sheep are just floating over the baby Jesus. No one's on the ground.
There's one detail that you neglected.
Was it the note about Sir Pizza?
Yeah, so they did this on the back of a flyer that I took notes on. The notes include, I'm just going to run this down for you guys, Sir Pizza, which is a pizza restaurant out in Burns, Tennessee. Sin Sister Pictures, Grab Mics, that was probably for this podcast.
Did you do it?
I did. Apparently, I
good job.
I checked it off, yeah. Fairview Inn, $45 a day, $200 a week. Because I'm running away. And Phantom 309. I don't know if anyone out there remembers the amazing country song Phantom 309.
309.
It is a bar. It is also a bar near Burns, Tennessee.
Why are you going to Burns, Tennessee in this scenario?
Do you really want to know the answer to that?
No, not really.
There's a really cool studio out in Burns
okay.
that I've been visiting. It's called Burns Station Sound. And you can go to burnssound.com if you want to learn more about that. Very cool studio that a friend of mine bought recently. And it's pretty dope.
How far out is Burns?
It's about half an hour, 45 minutes from here, something like that. Not far, not too bad.
And you've taken notes of local pizza places?
Well, Sir Pizza, as it turns out, is just down the road from Burns Station Sound, and it is a very convenient place to eat, and they have a pizza buffet as well as salad. All right, here's Phantom 309 for those of you who don't remember.
I was out on the West Coast trying to make a buck, and things didn't work out. I was down on my luck.
Oh, that's a good
Got
rhyme.
tired of roaming and bumming around, so I started thumbing back east toward my hometown.
Not as good.
Made a lot of miles the first 2 days. I figured I'd be home in a week if my luck held out this way.
Not
But
perfect.
the third night, I got stranded way out of town. At a cold, lonely crossroads, rain was pouring down.
Oh, that's
Always a
solid one.
crossroads.
Been freezing, done caught a chill. When the lights of a big semi topped the hill. Lord, I sure was glad to hear them air brakes come on. And I climbed in that cab where I knew it'd be warm.
Is it?
At the wheel sat a big man.
What happened?
He weighed about
Just
2
wait, just wait.
He stuck out his hand and said with a grin, Big Joe's the name. I told him mine. And he said the name of my rig is Phantom 309. Well, I asked him why he called his rig such a name. He said, son, this old Mac can put 'em all to shame. There ain't a driver or a rig running any line that's seen nothing but taillights from Phantom 309.
All right.
All right, yeah,
All right.
we got the point.
Number one, who is this person?
I actually don't see the artist here. It might be Red Savine.
Not the best storyteller I've ever heard.
Uh-huh.
Like, I needed to hitchhike, and this guy had a truck, and I asked him the name, and he told me.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's Red
That's the
Savine.
story. That's the story so far.
That was the story, yeah.
Secondly, what happened to the era of music where people talked about semis all the time?
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of the trucker song was like an era
You
of
had
country
that.
music.
You had Convoy.
Yeah.
You had. I mean, that was around the same time.
You had
as,
Eastbound and Down.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, what's the movie?
Smokey and the Bandit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was around the same time as Smokey and
Absolutely
the
it
Bandit
was.
and Smokey and the Bandit 2
Yeah, of course.
and Smokey and the Bandit 9.
The Return.
Yeah.
Smokey and the Bandit 9 was like the one where they started to look at the whole franchise ironically.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was like Smokey and the Bandit, it was like they were making a Smokey and the Bandit movie inside the Smokey and the Bandit movie.
I really
meta.
appreciate how they recast Burt Reynolds' role with Dalmatian. I thought that was really intriguing.
Stroke of genius. I mean, and the fact that the Dalmatian could transform. I mean, give Jerry Bruckheimer a picture and see what he can do.
I
You
know.
God.
Michael Bay wishes he could come up with that.
Come on, Michael Bay. Amateur. So, yeah, this Christmas picture, the one detail you missed is that while the cow is like fisting the asshole of the camel,
Yeah.
it's the camel is also making out with another camel.
Yeah.
So there's an animal three-way happening at the manger scene,
As they float through the
at
air.
the nativity. Yes, as they float through the air.
Because, as previously stated, no one's on the ground in this nativity scene.
No, it is a Stanley Kubrick nativity scene. God, that's a movie that should have been made. Stanley Kubrick makes the Bible.
Stanley Kubrick's Jesus.
Yes. I mean, come on.
That the crucifixion
Yeah.
would be the strangest and most horrifying part of any movie that ever existed.
You're right. You're right about that.
I feel like at some point that probably got pitched to someone. Like,
Yeah.
we do the story of Jesus, but Stanley Kubrick's going to do it. And immediately the studio executive went, no. No. He can do anything else. Just no.
Yeah, I mean, like, we already had Willem Dafoe portray Jesus in a film.
Yeah.
You know?
Now, which would be worse, though? Stanley Kubrick doing The Story of Jesus, or Mel Gibson making another Passion of the Christ?
I would take a Kubrick Jesus over another Passion of the Christ, dude. I mean, I just can't. I can't Mel Gibson unless it's like Braveheart,
yeah,
or any Lethal Weapon. They can make 16 Lethal Weapons, and I don't care.
I'm
excited.
Really weird to think about the fact that the guy from Mad Max decided, hey, you know what would be a good career move for me? Biblical art house film. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
What language? Not English. That's for sure.
It's going to be a lot of reading, this movie. Here's another trucker song. This is Bud the Spud by Stompin' Tom Connors.
These make me so unhappy.
That's why I'm doing it.
From Charlottetown or from Summerside, they load him down for the
From Summerside.
He jumps in the cab and he's off with the fried Sebagos. He's got to catch the boat to make Clementine, and he hits up that old...
You know what? I think we should bring back the trucker song, you and I. But I think we should make it an honest trucker song. Like, none of these songs are honest. They're mythical. They're interesting. They tell a story. But our trucker song... I mean, if I'm going to be involved at all, our trucker song needs to...
If you're going to be involved with your own idea.
Correct. This is self-negotiation.
Look, if I'm going to do anything here...
Damn it, these are my terms, self. So if I'm going to get involved... I need it to be truthful, and I need it to mention things like crank.
Okay.
I need it to mention, lot lizards.
See, I feel like yours is even more exciting than mine would be. Mine would be just like talking about how they all have really high cholesterol because all they do is sit in a truck all day and then eat fatty food.
Well, that sounds like a verse 3 idea to me. Maybe a bridge.
That's it. That's all that happens.
That's all you really want from your trucker song?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's so
They're
much
all
more to
getting
tell.
heart disease
Yeah.
because all you can eat buffet is full of chicken fried steak.
Oh, God. Have you ever eaten at one of those truck stop places?
I've looked at them
Oof.
and then bid them adieu.
They're god-awful.
The closest I've come to eating at a truck stop place is eating fast food at one of the fast food places attached to the truck stop.
Yeah, like a Wendy's or whatever.
Yeah.
Like when you just need a Baconator.
Sure.
Yeah.
There's never been a second in my life when I just needed a Baconator.
Honestly, there's never been a second in anyone's life. They just convinced themselves that they needed a Baconator.
The idea of the Baconator actually makes me nauseous immediately.
Yeah, it should. It should make you nauseous. It's a gross idea.
I'm gonna take a controversial stance here.
Please do.
And I mean, this is gonna be a real hot take, but I'm making it anyway. Bacon, overrated.
Oh God, I agree with you.
It's overrated. Overrated as crap.
There's so many parts of the pig that are delicious, but
Bacon's fine.
oh, it's fine. It's fine.
I don't dislike bacon.
Yeah.
However, adding it to a burger doesn't really make the burger better.
You know what does though?
No.
Barbecue sauce.
Debatable.
I like barbecue sauce on a hamburger.
It just depends.
I mean, yeah, of course it depends.
But bacon, I've never had bacon on a burger and gone, wow, that was a lot better than it would have been without the bacon.
I need 2 animals on this shit. Yeah.
Let's make this extra not kosher.
A Jew will never eat this. This is a Gentile burger. That would be a good restaurant.
There we go.
Gentile burger.
And you can just watch which Jewish people go in so you know who's not really doing things the right way.
Yeah. I not to harp on Trump because we've Well, we're not going to stop. We're not going to stop.
Hey,
pointing
we'll
shit
stop
out.
in like 4 years.
Yeah. Well, year and a half, maybe 6 months. We'll stop when it's over. Whenever it's over,
It won't stop until 4 years.
and when it's over, we'll stop.
Yeah,
But
in 4 years.
But if you're tired of it, I'm sorry. It needs to be said. We can't get into a place of complacency with this level of bullshit. We just can't do it. I heard on the way home today, on my way to meet you here, that Doofus Head,
Doofus Head.
Mr. Potato.
I've been calling him Dum Dum. Has been my
Dum Dum's
affectionate nickname.
Oh, it's the great Gonzo over here.
Every day at some point, I look at my phone, and my wife will be puttering around the house, and she'll just hear me from the living room go, "Guess what Dum Dum did today?"
I didn't know your wife was into golf.
Yeah, just puttering.
Yeah. So he has the wisdom to nominate as his labor secretary a guy that owns a bunch of Hardee's. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
A guy that owns a bunch of Hardee's.
Oh, I heard it.
Who is opposed to raising the minimum wage to a livable level.
Well, of course. He owns a bunch of Hardee's.
It's what I'm saying.
It's surprising that there are still people who work at the Hardee's at this point.
I'm surprised that Hardy is a viable franchise at this point. Really.
Yeah.
I mean, really. The closest Hardee's to here is coupled with a Real burrito. I assume you say it that way because it's a burrito restaurant. And, I mean, no one is ever there. I saw a tumbleweed blow through the open doors the other day.
Let me tell you a story, though, about
Tell
Hardee's.
me a story.
I thought no one went to Hardee's either. There's one in Hermitage near my parents' house. So we dropped off Oliver one day to go run some errands early.
Sure.
And we needed to pick up breakfast. Now, the Hardee's is right there. So we went, let's just grab something there, thinking there'd be no line.
Yeah.
Not only was there a line, the drive-through was wrapped around the building.
Oh, that's what it is.
They go there for breakfast.
They just don't do lunch much.
Because you know why? This is what I discovered. Their biscuits are very good.
Oh, they are.
I didn't know this. I never had eaten breakfast there. And I don't mean like good for fast food. I mean like they're good biscuits.
Oh, no, they're good. Yeah.
Period.
They've always been good.
Yeah.
I ate at Hardee's a lot as a kid,
Yeah.
particularly breakfast, because I remember they had these they had gravy and biscuits, which I liked, and they had the little cinnamon raisin deal with the icing that no child should eat, but I ate plenty of them. So they make a hell of breakfast.
So you know what? Labor secretary, all for it. Bring on the biscuits.
Keep those biscuit prices low.
In fact, I'm going to call him Biscuits until the time that he is no longer labor secretary.
Dum Dum and Biscuits are at it again.
Oh, what's Dum Dum and Biscuits going to get up to today?
You greasy motherfuckers. Look at you. Look at you.
While we're on the subject, have you kept up with the EPA situation here?
No, I haven't kept up with the EPA situation. So let me know.
So, Donald Trump, Dum Dum, appointed someone to the head of the EPA.
Uh-huh.
It's a climate change denier.
Oh God!
Who
damn
has
it!
Actively for his entire career, fought the EPA and sued them multiple times.
I saw that dumb some bitch on TV.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, so I'm not sure if this is what spurred this or not, but a few days ago, Donald Trump had a meeting to discuss climate change with Al Gore.
Al Gore took that meeting?
Apparently. Now, just in case you were curious if that meeting took and if it changed anything, it apparently didn't. Because on CNN today, there was an article that Donald Trump had met with someone else to discuss climate change. The reputable scientist Leonardo DiCaprio.
Holy shit, this is the most Mickey Mouse bullshit I've ever heard.
I don't believe in climate change. Who should I ask about it? I know, a politician and an actor. they'll definitely have the answers for me.
DiCaprio must have raked him over the coals. DiCaprio has fuck you money.
They probably just sat there and talked about The Revenant the whole time.
They might have. Donald Trump hasn't seen The Revenant.
Hey, that bear. Was that a real bear? You really get attacked by that bear?
No. No.
No,
the last movie Donald Trump has seen with Leonardo DiCaprio in it was What's Eating Gilbert Grape. And his first question to Leo was like, say, are you retarded?
You know what? I would bet Donald Trump actually doesn't watch movies.
I don't think he does.
I would bet Donald Trump pays people to reenact the movies in front of him.
Oh, God.
Just because he likes to see them live.
Did you hear this thing about New York and the security?
No.
I know very little about it, but basically he's been telling the city of New York that they need to provide him with security. There is apparently, I mean, he's got private security at Trump Tower, right?
Yeah.
There is apparently a military-like barrier around Trump Tower right now.
Yeah.
Bizarre. Just bizarre.
How mad would you be at this point if you lived in Trump Tower? Because there are people who live there.
Yeah, sure.
Like you're on like floor 20. You're not near that level, and so just every day you get hassled when you try to get into your own home.
Yeah, that is a unintended consequence. That sucks.
Yeah,
that really sucks. Now, I want to just quickly encourage people
to find Donald Trump and hug him.
Yeah, do that.
Give him a kiss on the mouth.
Yeah, give him a communicable disease.
No, don't give him a disease.
Something debilitating.
No, just give him a kiss on the mouth. Make him know how you feel about
Particularly if you're a man. Go give him a big man kiss.
Right. Get that tongue in there.
And if you could do it, get Pence too, because he hates gays. Give Mike Pence give Mike Pence what this cow has given this camel.
Get Mike Pence those confused feelings. The ones that he's been bottling up deep inside for years.
Deep down inside forever.
Just for decades.
Oh, keeping it down. Keeping it down. You ever notice that closeted gay men always marry women that, I don't know, look real sad?
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
because they know. They know.
I know enough in my lifetime to know that Republican politicians, every one of them will have some sort of terrible news cycle.
Of course. Of course.
And it will revolve around three things. It will either be something financial. It will be they had an affair.
Yes.
Or it will be they hooked up with a guy somewhere in a bathroom.
Yes.
The clock is ticking.
Yeah.
On Mike Pence in a public restroom somewhere.
Blowing a dude. I can't wait till that comes out.
The clock is ticking. Trump's obviously will be money.
I cannot. Well, yeah, of course.
I mean, it's surprising he hasn't already been impeached for something.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I'm waiting for the moment when he has to be sworn in, and he's like, nah, or he pulls off the mask, and it's like, hey, motherfuckers, and it's like, someone else. Paul McCartney. I
assume that all of the Democrats in Congress have chipped in to buy just a giant, like the applause lights they have in studios, but one that just says impeach.
Impeach, impeach, impeach,
and so
impeach.
They're just waiting for the second.
Oh, dude.
They can hit that switch.
It's going to come.
Yeah.
It's going to come. I mean, whatever the case, this presidency is going to be embroiled with so much bullshit scandal that nothing is going to get done. That might be our saving grace, Nathan. That because from the second he's sworn in, I mean, it's already it's already out there. If you look for it, it's out there. Yeah. Get off Facebook. Don't get your goddamn news from Facebook. It's bullshit. Go somewhere reputable, please. And read a little bit.
Well, I'm still waiting for. It's gone off and on, but there's been a lawsuit from a former beauty pageant contestant.
Yes,
who was 13 or 14, accusing him of some assaulty type of behavior, and they file it and then drop it. And then they file it again and drop it.
Oh,
I'm waiting
yeah.
because it's going to get filed again.
Oh,
while
yeah.
he's president.
Let's hope.
And when it does, then things are going to get real interesting.
Oh God, dude, it's coming. Yeah, it's coming.
Anyway,
We're going to try to remain positive, but there's never been a better time to critique people in power. There's never been a better time.
and what better way to critique them than by pointing out how on point their biscuits are?
Thank you, Labor Secretary Carl Jr.
Yeah, biscuits.
Let's call him Carl Jr. Biscuits.
Carl Jr. Biscuits?
Carl Jr. Biscuits. That's his full name. CJB.
What is his actual name?
Don't know, don't care.
If it's not Carl, I'm going to be really peeved.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. And it's not Labor Secretary. It's something else. It has a longer name, but yeah.
Let's see.
The guy owns a bunch of Hardee's. He's not even like Mr. Hardy. He's not even the dude that came up with the idea of Hardee's.
No, he's the guy who bought it after.
Yeah, exactly. He's the dude that decided Hardee's was a good idea and just fucking ran with it.
Let's see.
That's this guy's major achievement in life.
Carl's Jr. and Hardy's head to be Trump labor secretary.
That's the one. It is Labor Secretary.
Citing unnamed sources. Andy Puzder?
Puzzter.
Well, that's not the name of a person who would own a Carl's Jr.
Nope.
A Hardee's?
I'm looking for Bo. I'm looking for a guy named, maybe Russell.
Bubba? Bubba knows his way around a biscuit.
Oh,
Andy Puzder? Puzder. Oh, I'm Andy Puzder. That's no good.
yeah, you're
I
right.
don't like it.
No, it's no good. It's bullshit.
He needs to change that.
Change it.
Either the first or last name, depending.
Either one of them.
Bubba Puzder's okay.
I heard the Obamas are not leaving Washington. I heard they're sticking around because they gotta fucking stick around.
I heard that they're staying in the White House.
I hope that happens. They just refuse to leave.
Yeah.
Sasha and Malia are at the door being like, no, no.
Well, Trump keeps talking about how he wants to live in New York. It might take him like 6 months before he realizes that he doesn't have the White House.
Like
They
they're
could just
still there.
I wonder if squatters' rights apply.
They have to.
If you're
Oh, yeah.
if you're able to squat in the White House for 6 months, do you then become president again?
I hope that legal loophole exists. If not, get on it.
No,
Get on it.
I guess he's still president. He lives there.
Yeah.
I guess that's what happens when you live in New York.
There have been presidents that haven't lived in the White House, like even after the White House was built.
Yeah,
I
but
think.
not recent.
Not in a long time.
I mean, it was like 1800s and maybe early 1900s.
Oh, you mean the last time we elected a fucking tycoon?
Yeah.
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 Well, we've never done this, though.
Oh, this is a new low.
Or high, depending on how you feel about biscuits.
Well, yeah, there's that. I mean, thank you for looking on the bright side.
Yeah.
I appreciate your positivity in this moment. It's a
Them
very
some
difficult
good biscuits.
Trump 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Those are some good biscuits.
That's they're already working on his re-election slogan. It's just going to be, "Hey, biscuits, right?" And everyone's going to go, "Yeah."
It's gonna be civil liberties bad, biscuits good.
Every debate, it doesn't matter who he's debating, the answer is going to come back down to, look, I know we're all concerned about the fact that China now thinks they own us, but biscuits. And everyone's going to go, yeah, no, that's a fair point.
China's got nothing on leavened breads. Nothing.
Look, I know that we deported all of the Hispanic people and our population is like half of what it was now somehow. But biscuits, yeah.
Somehow.
I don't know. Biscuits.
He's going to deport all the Hispanic people and then wonder why he can't get that taco bowl again.
What will happen is he's going to deport all the Hispanic people, and then Andy Puzder is going to be like, I can't find anyone to work in my kitchens. Why? Where did they all go, Donald?
The Wall Street Journal puts up the headline, Hardee's No one's there.
They all
No
closed
staff.
just because no one's there.
Carl's Jr. back at work. The original Carl Jr.
There's gonna be one Washington Hardee's that Puzder and Trump are working at.
Oh God, yes. Yes. And Pence is washing dishes in the back.
Yeah.
Blowing a dude.
and Chris Christie
Yeah.
is there just begging to help. And Donald Trump just says, go eat the scraps off the table, fatty.
Chris, you know your place.
Just go clean that table off,
You
fatty.
know your place, Christy. Do it. Get that apron on. So when you go to Washington, you know, I was in Washington recently, right?
Yeah.
There's the Capitol Grill, which is like maybe the nicest restaurant I've ever seen from the outside.
Did you go in?
I did not go in because they have gold lions. I think it's gold lion. They have some sort of lion deals at the front. And then they have a window where you see all the steaks hanging. You know how they cure steaks, you know, age steaks.
Oh,
or
I
whatever?
definitely would have gone in there.
Oh, it
You
looks-
know you would have seen a politician.
Well, yeah, it's the Capitol Grill.
You would have seen at least one.
I'm just picturing that, you know, it's like a Red Robin now.
Yeah.
You know, January 1, it becomes a Red Robin. Trump likes those fries.
Yeah. Well, it'll still be a Capitol Grill, but you can only get your steak well done.
Oh, God. God. What does that mean? Oh, God. What a terrible thought.
I feel like he's a well done steak guy.
I mean, yeah.
I have nothing to base that on, but I have nothing to say that I'm wrong on. So
No, you're right. You're right.
and
Guys, it's a fucking world out there.
and the idea of putting meat in his mouth just upsets Pence. So
It reminds me of way too many nights. Way too many nights spent down at the roller rink.
oh, you know,
It's fun to stay at the...
if
There's nothing wrong with being gay.
no,
But if you're
just
gay,
own it, Pence.
just be gay,
Yeah,
man.
Mike.
Come on, dude.
If Trump and Pence ever put together their list of people in media who have upset them, we're probably going to be killed.
I sincerely hope we make the list.
It would be an honor.
Oh, God, it would be a privilege. Put us on the list.
Just, torture me right next to Stephen Colbert.
Hashtag on the list. Yeah, I would love to be next to Stephen Colbert. Are you kidding?
Oh,
He
man.
would sing to me.
Oh, it would be such an honor.
Satirism.
Yes.
Yeah, hashtag on the list for
Yes.
Sushi Jackknife. We'll be back very, very soon. It remains to be seen if there'll actually be a Christmas special or not. This may be all you get this year. Sorry. We probably don't have time to write a radio play, compose a song, and come up with lists of things like
Well,
the
we
most
don't-
rapey Christmas song.
We don't have to. The most rapey Christmas song? Is that what we did last year?
We kind of did, yeah. We talked about like the worst. Remember, like Baby
don't-
It's Cold Outside is like the rapiest Christmas
It
song.
really is.
It so is.
No, no.
Oh God. It's deplorable.
Yeah, I mean, we can probably do something.
You want to do something?
Well, I mean, I don't know if we need to do the full thing,
But
we
we'll
can
do
at least,
something.
do another episode before the end of the year.
Fine. We'll do something.
I mean, come on.
Whatever it is, will be our Christmas episode.
There we go. Maybe we'll talk about Christmas. Maybe we won't. Maybe we won't talk at all. Maybe it'll just be an hour and a half of silence.
Maybe it'll be about Kwanzaa. How about that for diversity, you motherfuckers?
That would be interesting.
I don't know shit about Kwanzaa.
I know, it would be a very bad episode.
Like every other one?
Would it be cultural appropriation if we talked about Kwanzaa for a whole episode?
We need a Kwanzaa person here.
I think, though, they'd still only be allowed to talk about, and we just have to witness and go, oh.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Is a Kwanzaa person a Kwanspert?
I believe that would be the case.
Okay.
So if you're a Kwanspert, let us know.
Let us know. Email us, sushijackknife@gmail.com.
If you are, what would a Hanukkah expert be? Hanaspert?
No,
That's
it sounds
not
like
good.
you're an expert in Hanas,
Yeah.
not Hanukkah.
Yeah. It doesn't work. If you're a Jew, let us know.
Only practicing.
Yes, we want to know about what you do too.
We do.
Yeah.
Diversity.
If you are a secular humanist and you reject all holidays because of religious connotations,
We'll even take a Unitarian Universalist.
let us know.
Let us know.
We want to know what you do.
What do you do?
Yeah.
Pretty sure you sit around and read poetry.
And complain about Frosty the Snowman.
Frosty the Snowman drank too much peppermint schnapps, and he got fucked up and he killed a kid, and that's the end of the song.
Man, that took a pretty bad turn there.
Sushi Jackknife.
Sushi Jackknife.
If you want to know the truth, go listen to Mr. Greg Proop's podcast. It's very good.